Alright YouTubers, what's going on? Today we're looking at another Primary Arms red dot product, and this is actually their red dot reflex sight. This is the Gen 2 model. They've had two of these. This is the new one that has the push button controls, which I greatly prefer. The other one was kind of similar to some other reflex sights like this, where you had a cover like this, and it would, when you took the cover off, it would automatically be on, and you put the cover on and be off. I like the opportunity to be able to turn it on and off the optics, so I was happy when they came out with this version. I have it mounted here to my Ruger 2245, and you can see here this guy's kind of all tricked out with the Tactical Solutions compensator, some custom grips. I'm gonna actually, the gun I bought a second hand, it came with this laser. I'm gonna remove that. I don't see the point of having that in the red dot, but red dot just arrived, and I just got it sighted in, bore sighted it, and it's a pretty cool little dot. It's kind of a alternative to a Burris fast fire. See if you can pick up the dot. I've noticed it's hard to pick up. You can see it right there. It's a 3 MOA dot. It's plenty bright. There's 3 brightness settings on that, and you actually just when you turn on the optic, you just press this button here on the side, and you can press that a couple times, and there's 3 different brightness settings. So it comes on automatically the brightest setting, which is pretty bright. I toned it down to 1 more down. And then you can turn it on and off by just holding this button down for 2 seconds. The windage and elevation are done. You have to see where it says this lock here. You have to take the included Allen wrench, unlock those by turning them counterclockwise, and then you actually can adjust the elevation. Out of the box, it needed very, very little adjustment on this pistol. I used a bore sighter, and it was pretty much, it only took me a little bit of adjusting, and I found the adjusting to be very easy. And it was, looking down the optic, you can see it, change the point of impact on it. So we're gonna, go test it. This is just kind of an official. This will be the first part of the video where we kind of install it. Installs really easily on this Picatinny rail. It just has this a built-in mount to it, and you just kind of throw it on there. Now this dot is this reflex sight is not rated for reciprocating handguns, slides of handguns like a Glock, any kind of modern gun. It's not a replacement, I would think, like for the Trijicon RMR, because it's just not built to handle that kind of recoil of the optic sliding back and forth. Now, or the slide sliding back and forth. But it can do something like this on the Ruger 2245. This is the part of the gun that actually recoils back, and that doesn't move the slide at all. It's a fixed frame. So it's not gonna, it should be just perfectly fine. Plus, it's only a 22 long rifle, so it shouldn't have much. One reason I got this optic was to try out reflex sights on a handgun. I'm very interested in possibly doing that on my Walther PPQ, but they don't really make an optics ready slide. I know Glock just came out or announced some at SHOT Show, as did Sig Sauer. In the P320, which I have, is going to have an optional. You can buy the whole gun. It comes with the SIG optic, which is supposed to be pretty rugged itself. Or they're going to offer a kit where you can just buy a slide that already has the optic mounted. That's going to be awesome because I can just buy a new slide for my SIG, not have to spend all that extra money on another gun, and be ready to go. But I wanted to try it out first before I did that. It's a good investment regardless, and I wanted to see if I even liked it versus iron sights. So this gun I got on the second hand. Ruger came out with these, and they don't even come with any sights on them. They do have versions that do have sights. This one does not. I thought, okay, this is a good option to put a red dot on it, and I wanted a micro reflex dot, not a full-on like Bushnell or something, because it just makes it heavier, and that's not something you're going to run on a handgun. You're going to run something like this. So it is rated to use on rifles like your AR-15. I was going to maybe try it on my SIG, or not my SIG, my CZ Scorpion. It is rated for those kind of recoil, but not for handguns. So for now, it's going to sit on top of the Ruger. I'm going to go shoot it, kind of see how it holds at 0 on a 22. Shouldn't be an issue, but you never know. So we're going to go ahead and test that, and we'll come back and report the rest. Stay tuned. All right, YouTubers, what's up? We're out shooting the Primary Arms microdot on the Ruger. So far, so good. It's been really easy to hit the target with. So we're going to get a little bit of more footage shooting. Do about 4 mags full of 22. Oh, popped one out of there. So definitely a fun one to shoot. Really liking this red dot. Really good. Are you doing another magazine?
Yeah.
Can I go ahead since I'm filming?
Yep.
Okay. the muzzle, please.
Sorry. What range is?
It almost makes it too easy to shoot. It's pretty fun. This gun doesn't have very much recoil as it is, but so far the dot's been doing just fine. You can shoot both eyes open real easy. It's easy to shoot both eyes open, or you can, you know, we're used to shooting pistols with one eye. Oh. Her first malfunction. Oh yeah, I got another one there. I'm not sure what kind of ammo this is. I'll have to look. I think it's the Remington. No, this is American Eagle. So I'm surprised there's any issues. There hasn't been in this gun before. That's interesting. But the dot makes it really easy to shoot. And I'm out here in the snow, you can see, and it doesn't wash out. It's very bright. So that's one of the nice things. Sometimes those red dots, they wash out a little bit when it's like really bright. It is out here in the snow like this, and this does not. I mean, it's an overcast day, but still, I've had red dots kind of wash out in the snow, so nice and bright. It's weird, I'm doing a weaver stance, and I don't ever do weaver anymore. So yeah, I mean, so far holding zero just fine, and yeah, that's it. That was 4 quick magazines, wow. So yeah, I definitely give the Primary Arms Reflex sight a really good 2 thumbs up, especially for a platform like this, or even on a rifle, you know, something else. But the dot's really easy to pick up, and it doesn't wash out in the snow at all. It's actually quite bright, so really cool. All right, guys, so we're back from shooting, and we put a couple, probably about 250 rounds or more through it. Something we did off camera, obviously. My one of the most impressive things was, like I said, how it didn't wash out in the bright snow. Let's see if I can get this to show up. There you go. So the dot, and that's, you know, kind of your view there. It didn't move around, didn't jump around a ton. I mean, again, this is low recoil 22. Held zero just fine. And what was cool about it is my 8-year-old daughter had never shot a handgun before, so I had her to give this a try with this on there. And we had that still played at about 10 yards away, and she was able to hit it 8 out of 10 times. Never shot before a handgun, and she's about 8 years old. So pretty impressive. Makes it really easy to shoot. If your eyesight's really bad and you don't want to do irons, this is totally the way to go for a 22 pistol like this, because it's so easy. I mean, it just makes it a breeze, almost not challenging, but it's a lot of fun. It's a fun plinker. My son shot it. He ended up getting 10 out of 10 after a second try. So there is a little bit of adjustment picking up the dot. I had for them, I had zero problem. You know, I instantly picked up the dot in my vision. It was really quick, and I was able to, you know, consistently make 10 out of 10 hits on it. So really cool optic. Perfect for this kind of platform, for a 22 pistol, 22 rifle. I mean, like I said, as a backup reflex sight for an optic on like a side mount on an AR would be good. Lots of different applications. So definitely highly recommend the Primary Arms dot reflex sight, red dot reflex sight, excuse me. Again, this has the push button controls. It's the new model. They have one that doesn't. So this doesn't automatically turn on. They do have a model that does that. This one's definitely improved, and I like that it has the push button controls. It's a lot nicer, because battery life, I'm not sure on this. I'm going to put a link to the description of the on the website. I'm thinking it's, let's see if it has anything on here. Oh, it does. Nice. It's 500 plus hours at medium setting, and it's I'm trying to get that to show up. And I use it on the lower. That's what I use it on. So it'll last for 500 hours. only weighs 1.9 ounces, guys. It's super lightweight. I don't think there's a dot out there that's lighter. It's got to be very close to the Burris, but it has a built-in mount, so it's going to be probably a little bit lighter once you consider that. It is shock and water resistance. Again, like I said, wouldn't put it on a shotgun, wouldn't put it on a reciprocating slide of a handgun. Not going to work for that. 1CR2032 battery, very, very common. Most red dots use those. So it's got decent battery life, not as good as like even like a regular primary arms micro dot, or obviously the 50,000 hour one's incredible, or even like the Bushnell TRS-25 is about 3,000 hours. But those are a lot bulkier. This is really easy to pick up and see. It's got a way more open picture. So I really dig it. So highly recommend it, guys. Check one out. They're about $100, $110 I think, from Primary Arms. I'll put a link in the description to my Amazon store where you can purchase it. That's where I bought it from, is Amazon. And any questions or anything, let me know. Have a good one.